Hi, this is Courtney. Welcome to my channel, Miss Courtney's Crew. Today we are talking about behavior management tips and tricks. So I'm saving all of my other behavior management for another video. Today is all about those quick things that help you get your kids ready to go and seeking the behavior that you want. So first of all, this is my go-to, my star students. In my class, I write the names of kids whose behavior is awesome on my star student board. So each star has something. Star students are looking at the speaker with their eyes. They are listening to the speaker, not just hearing them. Their voices are off, their body's in control. And the last one is that they're actually participating in their learning. So, for example, if Susie is contributing well, I might say, "Oh, Susie, that was such a great question you asked. I'm gonna write your name up here. Ooh, Jonathan, I love how you were looking at Susie when she was talking. That shows really good listening." So I'm being very explicit with the behaviors that I want the rest of the class to have. And if they're not doing what they're supposed to, I just slightly erase it and tell them, you can earn it back later. Every once in a while, the whole class is being awesome, so I'll write crew, because that's what we call our class in Miss Courtney's Crew. The next thing is that sometimes at the end of the day, the kids who are on this board, they might get an appreciation ticket. So it's not every time, because I want to teach them you need to be good just because you need to be good, but every once in a while I will do an appreciation ticket and I will hand them out, or my favorite is to write them down sneakily. So I'm like, ooh, this person got started right away quietly. Oh, I really appreciate that. Every once in a while, if it's kind of getting out of hand, I just hand them out. Wow, you are staying really on task. And then on Fridays, shake this baby up and I pull out 7 tickets. And Fridays they get to menu here, so they can do swoop swap or lunch with teacher, super supplies, line leader, fluffy friends, stinky feet, teacher's desk, or comfy tushy. None of that requires a prize box. It helps them just have a little extra fun, and I try to keep it as intrinsically motivated as possible. So next, this might not seem like classroom management, but I'm telling you, if you let your kids appreciate each other, their behavior is going to go geared more towards that than tattling on each other or, some of those things we don't really hear. So this is kudos for kindness. At the end of the day in closing crew, I let a few kids share who made their hearts feel happy and give specific examples, and then we fill this baby up, and they love to have this all the way full with all of the kudos for kindness, and they also love to feel appreciated and recognized. So some other little things that I do are, say your room is a hot mess and you want it cleaned up pretty quickly, we do magic scrap. Now it could be a scrap, it could be a chair that needs to be stacked or pencil that need to be sharpened, but you just find a secret magic scrap and then they clean up the whole room, and at the very end of it, I give something little like a balloon or something to whoever found the magic scrap. Some teachers prefer to keep it a secret and not tell their kids when it's magic scrap, but I normally save mine for the cutting days when your room is like full of scraps all over, and I tell them, today's magic scrap day. Now don't overuse it because it will lose its power. I do it about once a week. Something else that I do is transitions. So we all know things like 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, 1, 2, eyes on you, those things. But I love some other transitions with noises, so I don't actually have to do any talking. The train whistle here, this is my gather to the rug sound. So if my kids hear this, they know it's time to meet on the rug. In centers, I have a tambourine. And I just shake it, and they know that that means to move to the next center. And then I like to do quite a bit of sharing with my kids. I like them to be able to talk with each other and share their ideas and share their answers to try and make my lessons really engaging. But that can be a little hard to quiet down. So this is wrap up your conversation and look at the teacher. So I just do this 3 times, and when it's done, you know, they've all had a chance to finish talking, and that way I don't have to have any yelling or nagging. It's just sounds, and it makes life easier. So another transition tool that I use in my classroom are timers, because they are very concrete and let the kids know exactly what you're expecting of them. So in my class, we are a crew and we help each other succeed. So when it is cleanup time, I'll set the timer and nobody comes to the rug until everything in the room is clean. We work together and support each other, even if it's not their mess. And the timer is a great way to get that fire in them, to make sure that they're all on task doing what they're supposed to. And this one, you know, you can count up or count down. This is a new one from Christmas, one of my teacher friends gave me, and I really love it because you can just set it and the kids can see, you know, if they have only a couple minutes, they can actually see that little red hand move. So it is really awesome. Excuse this for a second so it goes off. That's what it sounds like. And, you know, the kids are ready to move on. So I know we have talked a lot about, you know, lots of positives, and every once in a while you just have kids that need a little more because they're not doing what you want, even though you're giving them all this praise and positive attention. So first, I let them fix themselves. So in my class, they know the expectations, they know what they should be doing. So if they're on the rug and kind of being a little wiggly, you know, I'll say, fix yourself in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that normally is enough. Every once in a while, though, you get the kids who that isn't enough. And in my class, I don't like to shame kids publicly. Not a big fan of the clip charts because of that. So I do a sticky note. And so what I'll do is I'll go, oh man, to write a name down. Hang on one second, guys. Sorry that I'm wasting your time, but I gotta remember this. And when I write names down, that reminds me who it was. Sometimes I'll jot a note like Chatty or whatever, and at their recess time or their free time, I pull those kids over and we have a talk. So if that's like the first couple times, normally that's enough, you know, that they don't want their name on the sticky note, and I built that relationship with them ahead of time, that they want to make me happy because that makes all of us happy. But if it is a kid who is a repeat offender and they've got their names on their list, they've gotten natural consequences, and that still is not enough, then I move to a behavior tracker, which I only do for maybe like 1, hopefully not more than 3 kids. If it's more than 3, might want to work on some other strategies unless you're really unlucky, but I do a couple of individual goals. By the way, I have this in my TPT if you are interested in it. And they rate themselves throughout the day. If they get all smiley faces, they get stickers. They also get stickers for bringing it back, signed, that their parents know what's going on. And after a little while of this, as soon as they've met their goals, I take them off the tracker. And if the behavior comes back, the negative behavior, then I put them back on the tracker. So this is more intense, and hopefully you won't need it. Hopefully the rest of the stuff that I've talked about with you today will really help your class run smoothly. Look up some of those transition getters that they have like all over on Pinterest and stuff. Those are really helpful. I know I went over just the sounds, but if you have any questions, comments, or ideas, go ahead and drop them below. I'd love to hear from you and engage with you and connect with you. So look at all the stuff below and have a great day.